Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 𝕃𝕀𝒂𝒎𝒔's YouTube channel, starring me, the Mighty Rhino. This is Bosses Only, the video series where we look at just the bosses from a dungeon, because you're not stuck on trash, you're stuck on bosses. From the base game, this is Spindleclutch 1, a dungeon that probably doesn't need a guide, but here's a guide anyway, just in case you actually are stuck on these bosses. So we'll skip to boss number 1, Spindlekin. This is pretty much just a giant version of a regular spider ad. It does all the same things. It does the AoE that's like a web that'll trap you and snare you if you stand in it. It does the poison spit. It eats other spiders. The one difference, I guess, is that sometimes it'll summon other little spiders that you can take down, but this is very much a quick stack and burn. Just think of it as a giant regular spider mob. So loot your lockpicks and look at your dead quarry and have a look at this spider egg. And then perhaps we'll move on to the next boss, or perhaps we'll just hang out here for a while. I don't really know what's taking so long. Get to the next boss already. Here we go. This is Swarm Mother. This is the first actual proper boss. Again, just a big, fat, stupid spider. What does this guy do that's so dangerous? Well, aside from attacking you, jumping on you, and all the usual spider things that spiders do, she's got a move where she will jump to whoever is furthest away from the group. You can avoid this by stacking closely together. She'll also summon spider ads now and again. She does the poison spit, and she does a stun move. But again, she's very much stack and burn. She'll die very quickly, allowing you to loot your lockpicks. So we're going to run through the tunnel here and make our way to the next boss. This is going really quickly. So this is Cerise the Widow-Maker. She's actually in amongst a whole bunch of ads. She's not too difficult. At about half her health, she'll start ignoring taunts. I think she enrages or something. She's got a bleed dot called Blood Craze that she'll put on you. But other than that, she's very straightforward, not difficult at all. Oh, she'll also put Agony on the tank, which, does magic damage and puts a stun on him. That's kind of a pain in the butt, but, your healer can keep you up through that. Once he's dead, we'll move on to the next boss. Also hanging out inside of a stack of ads, this is Big Rabbu. He's got a sword and board. He does low slash to the tank that'll snare him. He does that shield charge move where you run across the room. But again, a very stack and burn sort of a boss. He's really not difficult at all. It's actually possible to skip him. You just run right past the area he's in. You don't even need to fight him. But assuming you want some more lockpicks, you probably should go ahead and fight him. Anyway, we're going to move on to the final boss, the Whisperer. But before that, we're going to read this magazine that's going to give us a nice headache to make it hard mode. The Whisperer really is the only sort of challenging fight in this entire dungeon. What's difficult about... Well, we've got to kill all these ads first before we can actually start the fight. Or you could just go ahead and pull the boss and fight her with the ads for a little bit of extra challenge. But looks like we're just going to clean up the ads first. So the Whisperer. Tank should point her away from the group. She will pick a random target and fire like a fear effect at them that makes them see like ghostly images of spiders dangling around on strings, and while you're stunned like that, it's possible to kill you. She will also pull the entire group into her, and then you'll see a big red AoE telegraph coming out from her body. Dodge roll out of it before it explodes. If it explodes, the lower health people, the DPS and possibly the healer, might actually die. It's a lot of damage. This is it right here. Dodge roll out of it in time. It can be fatal. That's really her most dangerous attack. Not too difficult of a dungeon, not too difficult of a boss, but yes, that Daedric explosion attack, that is the worst one, so watch out for that. Also watch out for the thing that she throws at a random person. If you think that it's coming for you, you can actually dodge roll it, or I think you can block it. But there again, that's the most dangerous thing of all. When you see that AoE coming out of her, dodge roll out of it, because the Daedric explosion is a killer. And even the tank will take a significant amount of damage from it. As you can see, the Whisperer has got a very attractive posterior, and you just want to squeeze it. But, yeah, it looks like she's just about to die. So say goodbye, Whisperer. We want our lockpicks. Down she goes. Loot your lockpicks. What else did we get? We got a Swarm Mother hat. This hat, I actually remember what this hat does. It pulls anything attacking you to you. Well, that's it for this episode of Bosses Only. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube and check out the stream at twitch.tv/𝕃𝕀𝒂𝒎𝒑. We'll see you next time on Bosses Only. You scrub.